Hi vlog. I am so excited to be filming this video finally. After years of saying that I was going to do YouTube videos and I was going to be a YouTube content creator, I believe that I'm finally going to start that journey. I figured I would start this vlog. Week is my birthday week, so I am just kind of doing a little generic introduction to that. So my birthday's on Tuesday, today is Sunday. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm currently waiting on my family to get here. I'm hosting Sunday dinner at my house. This is the first dinner or anything that I've hosted at my house, so I'm really excited about that. This is also our first Sunday dinner in a few months. We started doing Sunday dinners a while back and kind of just took a break from it because it just seemed like everybody had something to do or was busy. So I'm really excited to be getting back in the swing of things, and being able to host at my house. I'm about to start cooking in a little bit and figured I would just hop on the camera and do an introduction for this video. But I'm going to pick you guys back up once they get here. I'll probably pick you guys back up when we sing happy birthday. Hey y'all. So I'm currently sitting in my car waiting for my car to warm up. Then I'm going to be headed to the youth detention center. I go to the youth detention center every week, a few times a week. I have a student in there currently who I go and visit. We talk, we hang out, we do different activities. Sometimes I bring her food, just a time for her to connect. And then I meet with another student this afternoon. So for those of you who don't know, just to give you a background, I work with young women navigating gun charges, just different charges, but mainly gun charges. And I also work with younger women to like middle school age, young women on like behavior issues and different things of that nature. So that's the kind of work that I do. So a lot of my day consists of like driving to schools, meeting them at school, or if they're in the youth detention center, and driving over there, supporting them in there. Today is a really busy day for me, only because it's a lot of driving all around. I have 3 students who I have to connect with today. So one at 9, one at 2, one at 3. So that should be fun. So it's going to be a busy day for me. I'm not going to vlog a lot of my day, just for the nature of what I do for work. I probably won't vlog a lot of that, just because I respect my students too much. I'm not going to put their business out there. I'm not going to put their identity out there because they are children. And that just is not what this channel is about. So, but yes, so I have that today. Legacy comes home today. She's been gone all weekend, so I'm excited to see her later this afternoon. And then really that's it. I have work. I'm hoping that is relatively chill. And then when I get home this evening is probably when I'll pick you guys back up. And then tomorrow I have off all day. Thank you, God. I have off tomorrow, excuse me. And that's gonna be a chill day, so I'm gonna film more of that day tomorrow. But I just figured I would update y'all. Last night I didn't film at all. Both my nephews were over, so I was really like, I'm not gonna film, because I don't post them, and I also just didn't feel like it was really a time for me to record. My family came over, we had dinner, we watched a really bad movie, and then we sang happy birthday. So it was chill, it was nice. It was really nice to host. I loved being able to host at my place and make dinner, even though I fried chicken and that shit was a little bit raw. Yeah, I need to work on that. That is not a skill that I have yet. So that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm going to pick you guys up when I come home this evening. Okay, I just left meeting with one of my students. It went well. She usually has a bunch to update me on from the weekend and everything, so we just talk and joke, and it's a nice way for her to like unwind during the day. She's in middle school, so you know, all the drama and all of the world endings and all of the things, she always catches me up to speed on. But I think I'm going to actually have a little bit of time in between my next meeting, so I think I'm gonna go get coffee and breakfast and then do some paperwork. I had to write a few reports up and answer a few emails. So, honest, I'm still a little shy. I don't want to record at work just yet. It's just so awkward. Like, even now, I'm struggling to like have eye contact with the camera and everything, just because it feels so embarrassing and like I don't know, it just feels so cringy to me. But today's like exposure therapy for me. I'm really trying to like put myself out there and just start small. So that's why I'm trying to record small snippets of my day. You know, I'm not gonna be out and about too much. So I don't know, I want to see, like, challenge myself to see what I can get done today. Okay, y'all, we just left from getting breakfast and 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Very disappointed. It's definitely giving like maybe a 4.5 out of 10. We go to this cafe, it's called Home Goodies Cafe in Colombia, and they have a sandwich called the Jerome Special. For a little bit they had taken it off the menu, and the owner, we like said something to the owner one of the times we were there, and she was like, oh yeah, we've been getting complaints, we're gonna add it back. It's banging. It's a bagel sandwich. It's a bagel with chicken, cheese, avocado. What else is on there? I don't know, like some type of chips. Yeah, like some type of spread, and then they put these like crispy bits of something. I don't know. It's banging.
You can get on that bagel, you choose a flavored bagel.
Yeah, like you can get on whatever kind of bagel you want. We go today to get it. That shit was horrible. And because they use avocado, the avocado that they used today was brown. Like, it just was, it was nasty. It was a waste of $26. And I didn't even get a drink. I usually get a coffee from there because they do like lattes and things. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be ordering that again for a little bit. But anyway, we are on our way to the house so that I can get Michael's gift card that I was gifted. Shout out to Rosa. She came to my journal club on Saturday and she gave me a Michael's gift card for my birthday. So I'm gonna go home, grab that, and then we're gonna go to Michael's. I want to look for beads so that I can make a phone strap for my camera. And then from there, I don't really know what we're gonna do. Like, today's my birthday. I didn't really have anything planned. It's ugly as hell outside, so I don't really think we're gonna get into much, but I'll pick y'all back up when I have something that's worth sharing. Look at these cats. Okay, we're in Michael's, but I'm not really seeing any beads that I like or want. Like, a lot of them just look a little granny-ish, I guess. I don't know. It's just not what I'm looking for. Smell this. Island colada. Colada. Oof. This smells good. And it's $3. It's coming home with me. I Okay, I think I might actually get one of these. These are so cute. I just recently bought a bunch of, or not bought a bunch of, but I got a Lego bouquet. I might get this one. Oh, look at how cute this stuff is. Oh my goodness. Look at the candles. This is their pink jungle collection. This is so cute. And it's 50% off. Okay, this might change what I have in my cart. But the pillows are originally $50. Like, look how cute this mirror is. This is my favorite pillow right here. I don't know how much this is. $40, so it'd be $20. That's not too bad. This is also my vibe too, though. This is like the vibe of my living room almost. I know that I can find this stuff like on Facebook Marketplace for a quarter of this price. Like, a lot of this stuff is really overpriced, and you can find it on Facebook Marketplace for a lot cheaper. We have changed locations. We are now at Walmart. Almost got into a little scuffle in the parking lot. No, I'm just kidding. But people are so dumb when it comes to parking. Like, we were very clearly trying to pull into a space, and the lady that was pulling out, I don't know what wasn't like making sense to her, but yeah. But we're in Walmart right now. We're looking for a little Lego set for my boyfriend to build, and then I want to find a blind box. I don't know what they're called, but I saw them at Five Below. He took assistance button off of the shelf because they're not coming. I don't know where they're. I don't see no. So I see it. So no, she don't work here. Never mind. Okay, we're back home. I did not find the blind box that I wanted at Walmart. And we went to Five Below so I could try to see if they had it there. They had blind boxes, but they didn't have the one that I wanted. And then while I was standing there just contemplating it, I couldn't bring myself to spend $20 on it, so I didn't get it. But I wanted to show y'all my flowers. We went to the market this morning, and I put together this cute bouquet. So I'm about to just put them in this vase that I got from Walmart. It was expensive, but you know, special occasion, whatever. So I'm gonna just trim them and then put them in. And then I wanted to also show y'all what I got at Michael's. Like I said before, I don't usually shop at Michael's only because a lot of the craft supplies that I use, I thrift. Like, I thrift a lot of the supplies that I currently have, and then if I don't thrift it, people give it to me or donate for different like events, and I always have like leftovers and stuff. So I don't usually go out and buy brand new stuff. So I hadn't been in a Michael's in a while. They had this lamp on sale for $9, which I thought was a really good deal. So I grabbed that. I'm gonna switch that one out with one that I already have in my kitchen because it just fits. I think it'll fit a little bit better on my counter. We came home just so that we could bring our stuff back and then chill for a little bit. And then we're probably gonna go have like a really early lunch slash dinner. We're gonna go do that in a little bit, probably like an hour or two. I gotta pick up Legacy from my parents' house, and then we're gonna go do that. Okay, I put all the flowers in the vase. I just have to add water, but I think that it is so cute. Now let me show you what I got at Michael's. Grab this one. I'm gonna start collecting Lego flowers. My boyfriend is into Legos, and so he just got a bunch for his birthday. And I'm not really into like the big Legos that they have. I don't have the patience for Legos, but I can do stuff like this, like little builds that are only going to take me a few minutes. And I think it would be cute to do, like, just to collect flowers, and then make one big bouquet. So that's what I plan on doing with this candle, because it was $2. And then we got my stepson some spray paint for his birthday, because he and his dad really like to paint and spray paint and all of the things. So we got him 2 cans, and then I just got these fridge magnets, more of this glue because I'm always using this glue. We got black gloves, and then I got this to hang. I'm gonna paint this and hang it in our living room. This would be cute to paint and hang on our wall with like a gallery wall of pictures. So I have that, and then I just got these. It's a really boring haul. Like, it's not anything spectacular. Like, I really use it for the Michael's haul. Not super exciting, but all stuff that we're gonna use. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna leave here in a little bit, probably like an hour or two, so that we can go eat. We're gonna do a seafood boil. I haven't had one in like a year, so we're gonna go get a seafood boil, me and my boyfriend, my daughter, and then probably just hang out for the rest of the evening. I don't really want to be out. I'm feeling a little tired, to be honest. Like, 27 is definitely giving 27 because I feel tired. But yeah, I will probably pick y'all back up when we leave and when we get to the seafood place. Okay, y'all, I did not pick up the camera after we picked Legacy up because it was just chaos. She was not in a very good mood, and we came home.
I'm in a good mood today, but we're about to go to bed, and tomorrow is a funky day because it's Dr. Seuss Day.
Yep. Can mommy talk real quick? Can mommy talk real quick? So we came home. We didn't end up going and getting a seafood boil. My head has been hurting all day. I was tired. My boyfriend was tired, so we just decided to order out. So we ordered food from the seafood spot. We brought that home, and dinner was just not relaxing. It was chaotic.
It was a
Like,
little bit fresh.
it was chaotic. Legacy was crying and upset. She wouldn't go back to sleep. Lady, our dog, was whimpering and crying.
She's my little sister. Nana's my big sister.
We finished. We ate dinner. We had our early dinner. Then we went downstairs. We did some crafts. Legacy painted on some canvases. I started working on some crafts I wanted to get done.
She was doing like these little Legos, and I was calling my grandma because I was missing her. So tomorrow she's gonna pick me up, and I'm gonna sleep over. So my mom said a little bit yes.
Yeah. Before we go up for the night, I wanted to show you the cake that my boyfriend got made for me. I was not expecting a birthday cake at all.
It's a boo cake.
I was not expecting a birthday cake at all. We had cake on Sunday when my parents were here, when my family was here for Sunday dinner, and so I thought that was just the only cake that we were gonna have. But he surprised me with this cake, y'all, this morning. My best friend, by the way, my best friend is a baker, cake decorator, treat maker. She does all of the things, so she always makes all of our treats and our cakes. So that's who. That's who made this cake. So let me show you.
Fucking disgusting.
Legacy. Good morning, vlog. We are currently at the neuroscientist office because my boyfriend needs a psychological evaluation due to his inability to function as a normal human being.
Now tell him what you're really here for. For yourself.
Yeah, we are here for myself. I'm here because I reached out to my family doctor like a week or two ago, and I expressed that I am convinced that I have ADHD.
And other problems.
Yo, shut up!
You're going to uncover other things.
Okay, so I think I have ADHD. The reason being, I would consider myself a pretty organized person. Like, to be honest, I'm pretty organized. But I find myself like stressed out and overstimulated so easily over the littlest things. Like if I have a day planned and one thing changes from the plans, it just does something to my, like, I can't explain what it does to my brain. It makes me feel like everything's out of whack. It's very hard for me sometimes to organize a schedule. So like, for example, I scheduled this appointment for 8 a.m. My daughter starts school at 8 a.m. And like just little things like that. It might not sound like a big deal to people who don't necessarily understand or like get the full context, but there's just so many things that I feel like in doing my own research and reading and learning about ADHD and how it presents itself in women, especially Black women. I feel like that's might be what I have. And I also am always noticing I'm irritable really easily and really often. Like I always have an attitude, and
Mean as fuck.
sometimes it's not due to anything. Like I just feel so irritated. And then I also expressed to my doctor that I feel like I can't turn my brain off. So like there are people who do a task and they're only thinking about that one task, or they're driving to work and they're only thinking about driving to work. I, however, feel like I'm always thinking about everything all the time. So what I said to her was, because she asked how my sleep was, I don't get very good sleep. I'm also always tired. And she asked about how it feels like am I able to turn my brain off? Can I do something that turns my brain off? And I told her no, because I genuinely feel like there's not really anything that I do other than like journaling, and when I'm doing like creative activities or like hobbies, I think my brain is a little less loud, but it never fully shuts off. Like I never stop thinking about things, to the point where like if I have a day of meetings, like tomorrow for example, I have several meetings. I meet with several students, so I'm going to be thinking about it as soon as I wake up. Like I just can't not think about things, and then it makes me feel so overwhelmed and so overstimulated right away. I don't know if it's ADHD. I don't know if it's something else, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to speak with the doctor, do like a whole full psych evaluation just to see like what it is, rule out what it's not, and then take it from there. My family doctor, when I met with her about it initially, she recommended a medication to start, but I'm just not like in favor of starting a medication without doing anything else. So I want to get the evaluation, see what it is exactly, and then take it from there. If I have to be medicated, I'm not opposed to that. And I honestly want to be medicated for something, because I can't, like I feel like there are some aspects of this that I just can't tend to and like minimize on my own. But that's why we're here. So I'm about to go in, see what they're talking about, and then I'll update y'all when I get out. Y'all, I just got out of my psych evaluation an hour later, and he basically,
some change.
yeah, it was like an hour and some change. He basically asked like everything, like childhood history, middle school, high school, how were you in college, all of that. And so I was explaining like life, and then obviously explaining like the last 4 years or so. And he was like, it's like, yeah, you're obviously going through like mad drama. Like you have a lot of drama in your life. I'm telling the vlog and my boyfriend at the same time. He was like, I mean, the things that you just explained to me would drive anyone crazy. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. But I'm so much of a person where I'm like, it is what it is. Like, this is just my life. That I think that I don't take time to acknowledge that I'm going through a lot, or like realize the magnitude of the shit that I'm going through. But he was like, the amount of stress that you're under on a daily basis is not normal, and it's not healthy. And he was like, you're trying to navigate a full-time job, a relationship, managing a household, managing finances, and then navigating co-parenting. And I hate even saying co-parenting, but parenting with someone who was abusive, harmful, and continues to be. And he was like, none of them are easy or small feats. So he was saying I definitely have extreme anxiety. He doesn't know, he can't say yet if he's comfortable with suggesting that I have ADHD. But so he suggested 3 different things. So he sent a referral out for a sleep study because he's pretty sure that I have sleep apnea. And it's so crazy how like everything plays a part in how your body works in your brain and all of those things, because I didn't even think about that contributing to how I was feeling. But he was saying basically, if it sounds like I have sleep apnea, and if that's the case, like obviously when you have sleep apnea, you're not feeling rested, and then your body's not getting enough oxygen to your brain, which makes you wake up and you're constantly tired and you're overthinking and your brain constantly feels stressed. So he ordered that. He sent a referral for counseling, and he not is making it a requirement, but he wants to at least have me try 8 sessions before I like ditch it or switch to another counselor. And then he also ordered like a bigger psych evaluation, so like a longer test. He explained that this test would be like problem solving, navigating like memory problems and memory issues, and he explained that it's like 3 to 4 hours long. So I have to come in at like 7:45 and do this test, and then from that test, it's not a pass or fail test. It's like they kind of just see like where you are on the scale, or if they could pinpoint what it is that's going on with me. He was like, sometimes that people do the test and the results come back and there's no concern, and that it kind of just helps like give a baseline of where they're currently at. But yeah, so that's really what he suggested, which now looking back, I'm like, maybe I'm thinking it's ADHD because of all of like the memory and the focus and all. Like I think that I'm unable to focus or to stop thinking, but he's like, no, it sounds more like anxiety, and obviously you would be anxious because you're navigating all this shit. I started crying because he was just like acknowledging that I have a lot going on, and then also was like, you're navigating parenting with someone who was harmful to you, and it doesn't sound like there's any end in sight, and like this could potentially be the next 18 years of your life. It's like, it was validating to be able to hear somebody with obviously his background, his education, and all the things that he knows say like, of course you would feel this way, of course you're struggling with this, of course you're having these sleep issues or focus issues because you're dealing with shit that people should not be dealing with on a daily basis, all at the same time. And then he asked me about work and what I do for work, what a typical work day is. And so like after I kept explaining things, he just was like, so there's no part of your life that is like low stress. I'm glad that I came because I almost canceled because I didn't feel like coming. But yeah, I'll continue to like update the vlog and update y'all on the process just in case anybody else is interested or anybody else is going through this. Good morning, vlog. I just wanted to hop on here and explain more of how my psych evaluation went. I talked about before, like irritability, overstimulation, all of those things have kind of just gotten worse in recent years, and rightfully so. Like I talked about in the previous clip, a lot of it is due to the nature of the stress that I'm under and all of the things going on in my life. But I just wanted to explain a little bit more about what path that I'm choosing to take right now, and then just close this vlog out because there's really not much else for me to talk about. I was just having a conversation with my mom and just telling her like what's been going on with my health, because she will regularly check in with me and she's like, how are you feeling? What do you? And I always say, every single time she asks me, I always tell her that I'm tired. And she was like, you have to go get blood work done. Like, you got to take care of yourself. Why are you always tired? Why do you always, look so exhausted? And it's true. Like, I'm always so exhausted, and I feel like I never feel rested, even if I go to bed early, even if I sleep in late. Like, I just always feel this overwhelming sense of exhaustion. And talking to this specific provider about it, he was like, the emotions and the things that you're explaining to me, your mind never rests. Like, you're going to sleep stressed and you're waking up stressed. You're going to sleep doing things and you're waking up thinking about the things that you have to do. And that's really like how I live. Like, I go to bed and I feel like I keep like a mental to-do list of like, okay, I have to do this, I have to write this person back, I have to email this person back, I have to, schedule that appointment. Or, and I don't know if any of my moms can relate, but a lot of times at the end of the night, I'm like, I shouldn't have yelled, and I don't yell, I raise my voice, but like I'm like, I shouldn't have raised my voice, I shouldn't have said that, I should have been more patient with her, I should have read a story to her instead of scrolling on my phone. I should have, like, all of these shoulda, coulda, woulda type of things. And so, of course, I beat myself up. I have this guilt about my parenting or how I am as a mother. And then now navigating this journey of co-parenting. And like, I use that phrase very loosely because I don't believe that the situation that I'm in right now and the person that I'm being asked to co-parent with, I don't believe that that is my co-parent. I don't believe that that's what we're doing. Navigating that, it all has just been pretty much a shitstorm. Like, it has been very hard, very tough, for myself and for Legacy, because she's going to be 4. And there are things where she's having to navigate them now that she didn't have to navigate prior. So learning how to regulate her, regulate myself, while also living in this almost like this fight or flight sense where I don't know what the other parent is going to say. I don't know what their message is going to say when I open up. I don't know what kind of narrative or thing that they're pushing in their household. I only know the things that I'm trying to teach and instill in my household. And I know that so much of this journey has been hard to navigate. So I've really been trying to pour into the things that I'm doing with Legacy and the things that I'm teaching her and exposing her to, and trying to be intentional about that, because that's honestly really all I can control. And so I say all that to say, like, even though I am navigating all of these hard feelings and going through what I believe to be a really tough journey, I am trying to find little bits and pieces of peace and control in it, to be able to help, like I said, regulate myself and regulate Legacy. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I was just in the mood to ramble and explain. That's really where I'm at with the whole psych evaluation and, that whole process. The provider that I talked to was very kind. He's like, you can tell that you are really committed and really dedicated mother, and that you have the habit of pouring into your daughter and other people more than you may be pouring into yourself. And, as cliche as it sounds, is like, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you really do need to pour back into yourself and take that time. It's just hard. It's hard. Realistically, it's hard to rest. I've never been someone who can just like take a nap easily. And that might sound silly to people. But like, I literally cannot rest. I feel guilty for resting, for taking naps. And this sounds so silly, but like, it's true. I just feel like I have to, in some capacity, have to earn it. And I also feel, unfortunately, like I've created this idea of like, there's always something that can be done. There's always something that can get done. And my boyfriend has actually been really good at like, like, lay down, relax. I can wait. It's not that big of, it's not that big of a deal. And he doesn't do it in a dismissive way. It's more so like, it'll get done. Like, take a nap. The dishes in the sink are not going anywhere. Or, you know, the work that you have to do, it's not going anywhere. Like, you can take a few minutes to yourself and you can take some time to rest. And so I know I've talked about it on Instagram a lot, but also me just like being intentional, pouring into different hobbies and things that I like has really been helpful. Because as a mom, it's easy to lose yourself in this identity, and it's easy to have your children absorb anything that used to be yours, if that makes sense. So through hobbies, I've found an outlet of like, no, this thing belongs to me. I'm creative. I created that, or I enjoy doing that, or you know, like finding, and I know this is like a buzzword now, but like finding whimsy and finding joy in things in life. So, you know, I'm rambling at this point, but I just wanted to get on here and talk about that a little bit more. I feel like people have gotten better about talking about mental health, and I've shared a little bit on my Instagram, on my private story, about just how I've been feeling and the things that I've been navigating. But I truly feel like it's important to just share our experiences so that we all know, like, we're not the only ones going through it and all that cliche bullshit. But that's just how I'm feeling. That's, you know, that's where I'm at right now. So I wanted to get on and just update the vlog about that. It here and just wrap everything up. I know this vlog is a little bit, not a little bit, it is definitely all over the place. It is my first official YouTube vlog, and I'm trying to practice like just doing it and getting the thing out there and then making it perfect or good later. YouTube is something that I've wanted to do for forever. I grew up on YouTube. I'm a YouTube girly. Like, I watch YouTube like it's TV. So I really just wanted to like get this video recorded, whether it was random clips, whether it didn't make sense, not cohesive, just so that I could finally get a video and post it and just start with this YouTube journey. You know, over time, as my channel develops and as my videos get a little bit more put together, it'll start to make a little bit more sense. But for now, you're just going to get this, and hopefully that's enough to keep y'all interested. Yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you're gonna stick around, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, all of those things, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all in the next video.